Blake, you guys add Logan Ryan to this defense. What do you know about him from your time in the league? What can he bring to the back end here?
Yeah, I've never met him. Obviously, I've heard a lot of great things throughout the league from guys that have known him. Nate Ebner, one, obviously, he's on our team right now. Talks really highly of him, so I'm just excited for him to get here and get to work with him.
You mentioned Nate and other guys who have kind of talked highly of him. What do they say? What do they kind of mention about his physicality, his cerebral style? What is it that they talk highly about?
Yeah, just he's a player that's nonstop motor, someone that's versatile, that can kind of do a lot of things. I think that's kind of the main stuff. We weren't spend too much time talking about it, but for the most part, that's kind of the gist that I've gotten so far.
Thanks.
Yep.
Jordan?
Hey, Blake. Just wondering how you're feeling. We see you during live drills. You're kind of been on the side the last couple of days, and what this last week has been like for you.
No, it's good. I'm good. I mean, we don't discuss injuries and things here. Gonna have to kind of push that to Coach Judge. But for the most part, doing well. I'm just doing what I can do and getting ready every day.
But like, if you had a game, you feel good enough where you could go out on the field, you could play football and do what you got to do?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm always ready to go. Always ready to go.
Appreciate it, man.
Yep.
Pat Leonard?
Hey, Blake, as a former Packer, living in Wisconsin, what's your take on what happened in Kenosha? And, have you talked to your former teammates and, have you been involved at all in kind of all of those discussions?
Oh, yeah. No, as a team, we've had a lot of discussions on it. I know we obviously put a statement out before our scrimmage, had certain team meetings, leadership meetings about it. Us as a team, even in general, we've been doing a lot in the community. We have a bunch of different groups working in different areas in New Jersey and New York, just fighting social justice and things like that. Haven't talked too much to past player or old players from the Packers, old teammates and things like that. But overall, it's just a tragedy, and it's something that you kind of try to take the positives from it, where it can push things even more forward and more in the right direction to make sure this doesn't happen and doesn't continually happen.
Thanks.
Yep.
Patty?
Hey, Blake, how you doing?
Good.
So Coach Judge ran what sounds like a really fun drill at the end of practice. I'm just kind of wondering, have you ever gone through something like that? And can you just talk about some of the things that Coach Judge has been doing to make it fun for you, when training camp is usually so much hard work?
No, yeah, I think Coach Judge is always about efficiency, but he adds the fun aspect to it. And I think that was one of those type of moments where we're working on ball security, recovering fumbles, but making it a lot of fun for everybody around and a lot of fun for the guys that are doing it, whether it's adding in water, adding in that type of aspect. It brings that kid feeling where you're on a slip and slide, and it just made a great way to end practice.
Have you ever had a practice like that where, they've worked in some drills that kind of bring back the old childhood memories, I guess?
No, this was the first time. I've done other things where it's like competition, but it's more like, we do egg toss or something random outside of the football realm. But this was the first time that I've had a football type aspect like that.
Thanks, Blake.
Yep.
Canavan?
Hey, Blake, how you doing?
Good.
With the season less than 2 weeks away, in other seasons you might have, pulled preseason games to get a hint about what other teams might be doing. How do you prepare going into a season?
Yeah, I think it's a little different with obviously not having preseason games to see, like you said, little bits and pieces. But overall, pretty much every year, the first 4 games of the season are kind of a crapshoot in general on what teams are going to do, whether it's new offensive coordinators or a new type of philosophy offense-wise. But But I think going into this year, I think we talk about it a bunch. It just is going to come down to our overall kind of knowledge of football, whether it's situations, fundamentals for each position. And as long as we have those things down, you can kind of have the ability to adjust on the fly and see the certain things that teams are doing to either start the game and make those adjustments as the game goes on.
Does the crapshoot work the other way too, with people not knowing what you're going to do?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think that's the big component where you try to make it an advantage instead of a disadvantage. Where all of a sudden you're out there, you're able to have those, like I said, situations and fundamentals down that other teams don't have, and now they're scrambling to fix those instead of having the time to adjust to what we're doing.